Another story we are following tonight, a one-year-old girl becomes the 119th, yes, 119th Harris County resident to be killed allegedly at the hands of a violent offender free from jail on multiple felony or personal recognizance bonds.
Yeah, her accused killer is a 25-year-old father who was free on a no cash bond for allegedly beating his 1-month-old son. And our Randy Wallace is looking into the case in tonight's episode of Breaking Bond.
184th Criminal District Court Judge Abigail Anastasio set 25-year-old DeAndre Calhoun's bond for aggravated robbery at $30,000. When he showed up in her court again, charged with injury to a child, she gave him a personal recognizance bond. How does that even make sense? We are there when 25-year-old DeAndre Calhoun appears in court for a bond hearing. Last week, he allegedly beat his 1-year-old daughter to death.
This young, defenseless 1-year-old child is now the 119th victim of a defendant who's been released on multiple felony bonds and/or a felony PR bond. That is reprehensible.
It just gets worse. On February 3rd of last year, 184th Criminal District Court Judge Abigail Anastasio set Calhoun's bond for an aggravated robbery charge at $30 grand. While out of jail on that bond, he's charged with injury to a child.
The first one involved multiple rib fractures to his 1-month-old son. Those fractures were in various stages of healing, and the defendant gave an admission to, out of frustration, squeezing that child on his chest.
Guess what? We're not letting you back out again. We're keeping you because obviously you're a public safety threat.
Instead of revoking his $30,000 cash bond, Judge Anastasio freed Calhoun on a PR bond, aka get out of jail free card.
I'd love to hear an explanation. I think the people are owed an explanation.
Now Calhoun has a second injury to a child charge in the death of his 1-year-old daughter.
The explanations he gave are innocent explanations, but they're not consistent with the injuries seen by medical experts. Those injuries are consistent with abusive head trauma that is non-accidental.
Judge Anastasio originally set Calhoun's bond for the second injury to a child charge at $500,000. Visiting Judge Vanessa Velasquez presided over the hearing. She kept the bond at $500,000 and doubled Calhoun's prior bond.
Unfortunately, this is the second instance of him doing this exact same thing, and the unfortunate part about it is we now have a dead 1-year-old. That wouldn't have happened.
Judge Velasquez told Calhoun if he finds a way to post the hefty bonds, he better be prepared to pay for an electronic monitoring device and be under house arrest. Randy Wallace, Fox 26 News.